tight, we don't back down, taking every inch on this battleground. You can feel those ghosts in the legacy lanes, old school legends whispering your name. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to that checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our Monday night, next gen fire. Wednesday night, lead the desire. Thursday night, Xfinity burn. Sunday night, Trans-Savage turn. Crowded up, three wide line, pushing fade on the high side climb. Say the name, feel the flood. SIM500 in your blood. Sunday storms in the Trans-Service GN, long run grind where you forged again. Fuel runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall, Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the premiere. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. SIM500 nights, SIM500 fights, wheel to wheel and side by side. This is where the legends ride. SIM500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to SIM500.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you here live at a charge. We'll cat out of green, SIM500 Monday Night Cup Series action here live on YouTube and Twitch. Budgie in the chat already. Tell everybody have a great race, of course, and always. I want to make sure that we all state the obvious. You're all amazing. That's the most important thing ever. You're all amazing. Welcome in, welcome in. Cook's Landscape Group Cup Series here live for the Monday Night Premiere Series here for Sim500. It is one of the longest running series they have, and an absolute blast to be able to get out there and do this one. Hello to the Budgie Bird. Hello to you all. I hope your Monday night has treated you well. Cody has been sick, so I was home today taking care of her, and so yeah, my day was filled with thumbnails and cleaning. That's what my day was. So. My day, hopefully your day was well. Hopefully your day was fantastic. So, and we appreciate everybody being out there, of course, and always taking care of business and doing what you guys need to do to continue to support the content, support what we do. Let's talk about tonight's race. Here's what it is, sim500.com if you want to be a part of the Sim500 crew. Week 9 Kansas Speedway following the regular season Cup Series schedule. It is the Cook's Landscape Group. It was a good race that was going on yesterday in the NASCAR side of things. Tyler Reddick getting his 5th win on the season. in the first 9 races. It's pretty legendary for the car, pretty legendary for the driver. So let's hope they continue to bring some awesome equipment moving forward. Of course, you know, it was Kansas. Kansas is a great racetrack, and Kansas has a tendency to run sort of the best racing on the 1.5-mile circuit. And we'll see if these drivers can do just the same. 134 laps tonight, 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel, no fast repair, 1.53-mile length surface. Track temperature right now, 106 degrees. We're going to see if multi-groove racing is going to be on point tonight. That's one of the things about Kansas is that, you know, you could run the bottom side of the racetrack, and then you can run the high side of the racetrack. Or you could do more than that. You could do more than that. Hello, Budgie. The Budgie Bird is out there. Make sure that you will all say hello to Budgie and give her some love and show her some support and do the thing. Schildhouse out there qualifying. I do believe Fuller's out there still qualifying. Drivers are going to try to get faster. And the track temperature is good enough right now that we might actually see, depending on how the draft works out, some massive laps out of these drivers. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be entertaining. That's the way I look at it. We do have a couple of driver cams we want to talk about. Cody Harris, of course, out there running. He is, you know, ready to rock and roll. A lot of drivers ready to rock and roll, of course, and always. I want to make sure that we give some love to David Schildhouse. Of course, the children ready to do their thing, which is calm down. Calm down, everybody. We have a celebrity. He's out there talking to the children. We love seeing it. Penguin has made it home safely. For those who had been keeping up all over the weekend, Penguin made it home. If he did not message you, well, now you have the formal notice. He made it home. Everybody, you know, and we had a good weekend. His new computer we set up and got working. It was looking great. And then all of a sudden, he gets home and he's having issues. So hopefully we're going to be able to get that figured out for him pretty quickly. I really think it's a RAM issue, and hopefully it's not a solid, traveling issue where things can happen. Drivers going to get out there and qualify, and as they qualify, time will only tell what kind of race we're going to have. SIM500.com. Again, if you want to be a part of everybody else, you can also keep track of the points of all the series and the standings and what they've got going on. We love him. We appreciate him. We thank him very much. They're going to be at Talladega Superspeedway next week. Dylan C. Jones leads in the point standings right now. Still looking for his first win. Daniel Eberhardt's going to be second in the point standings. Has an 11-point deficit to Dylan Jones. Wesley Donaldson third in the point standings. We've seen a couple of winners out there. As I look at it, let's see. Cody Harris has 3 poles. He's looking to try to manage his. He's going to win. Schildhouse has 2 wins on the season. He's the first multi-time winner, and everything else we have seven different winners overall so far, but 1 multi-time winner, and that'll be David Schildhouse. And that'll be how it goes. That'll be how it works. Massive, massive days. Good to see you all. I hope you're doing well. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad he's home safe as well. If you haven't done so, again, reach up, hit that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Want to make sure everybody has a load of fun. It was a great save. Great save. Tire wear is going to be a factor here as well. Again, we're back on the same horsepower package that we were before. So I'm curious to see what the nature of this beast is going to be when it comes to, well, how iRacing develops and continues to press on. So, yeah, it'll be good. We got about 3 minutes of warm up. I'm going to take this time to make sure I refill my tea and get ready to go. We'll be right back in just a moment, and then we'll do the thing. Be right back. Alrighty. I'm all ready to go here. All right. Rash Cup of there. You're here. It was a long run with short legs, but you didn't want to be like, good deal. Good deal. We're running a great one. She's been doing some meme-tacular things. And we love seeing it. Meme-tacular. All right. Let's get into the biz. Hey, what, my Cardinals might lose today. It's okay. They're having a better season than what they had before. All right. Let's talk about it. Starting grid tonight, David Schildhouse is going to be your pole sitter here tonight. Justin Fuller is going to be your outside pole sitter. We'll see Donnie Lee and Jose Gonzalez in at row 2. I have the hiccups now. That's crazy. John Ellis is going to be out there with Daniel Eberhardt. Stephen Miles, Tyler Dalton, row number 4. Brock Wilson is going to be out there with Eric Arnold in row number 5. Anthony Calatoni is going to be out there with John Fowler in row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Jason Karlavage out there. Karlavage, the man, the myth, the 60. Yeah, he's going to have Bentley Glazer too as outside row 7. Row 8 is going to be Cody Harris and Michael Strickland. See Glenn Campbell and Troy Height in row 9. Joey Jattina out there with Andrew Cootie in row 10. Kogar, Joe Hudson, Chad Coleman, Nelson Rivera in row 12. Row 13 is going to be Gerald Livingston and Kevin DeBrown. David Comstock out there with Charles Woods. Mike Kelly, Wesley Donaldson make up row 15. Row 16 is going to be Bobby Wetzel, Ty Bass. Brandon Garand out there with Stoney Benfield in row 17. Welcome in. Thank you for the new Warrior. Thank you. Tyler Lemon getting the Warrior membership. Thank you, sir. Where was that? Brandon Garrett, Sonny Benfield, Doug Sigmund, Thomas George there in row 18. Row 19 will be Rich Beasley, Mark Schrader, Brian Workman out there with Steve Ritter, Kevin Stone, Josh Parker, Doug Roth, Dylan C. Jones. I think the Fast 40 are the ones out there racing. We'll have to see. That's a lot of dang old cars. Yeah, Dylan C. Jones, Joe Hudson, the 45th driver. I think Brian Workman out there. So yeah, ready to go. A lot of drivers tonight. Big field. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. Much love, brother. I appreciate you very much. Becoming a Warrior. Welcome to the legendary Warrior Club. I appreciate that as much as possible. Help support the stream. It does. Thank you to everybody who is a Warrior or a member of our YouTube channel, our YouTube content. You can check out our merch on our YouTube page as well. If you're out there on Twitch, consider subscribing if you so choose to. Get ad-free viewing with it. Outside of that, that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I appreciate it. Let's do the thing, folks. Let's go green flag racing right here. Let's go, boys and girls. Justin Fuller, pass for the lead. Brian Workman coming off pit road. Donnie Leah back on the inside. There's that Ford out there. Fuller try to make that Toyota as wide as possible. Schildhouse on the outside. We'll see Jose Gonzalez right here. Had a good qualifying effort. Sits inside the top 5 for qualifying. Now sits 4th. That's where he's starting. He's ready to go. Andrew Cootie up 5 already. He's got the 87 on lock for the old Red Sox. Cody Harris up high. He's right on board. As we do all the things that are racing. We're going to do the thing. Much love, much love. Let's go, boys and girls. Come out now. It's a good, little wall tap there. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. Hold on to it, sir. He's good. Want to make sure we give him the love. Schildhouse to the bottom side. Takes back over second. He is off a spot from the start of the race. Donnie Leo, Jose Gonzalez back where they started. Schildy trying to work. He's going to work the outside. High in 1 or 2. Looking for clean air. He's going to try to set up the run here for Schildhouse as they dig the corner. Fuller out front. Race leader. Doing himself some justice. Let's go, boys and girls. Back into the mix. Anthony Calantoni off a spot. Does have a good look here. Anthony in that 12 spot looking very nice. Very friendly. And try to make sure we're good. Right now, all the things. Cody Harris got the win last week. We're going to try to maximize his effort and continue to do what he does. That's one of the best parts about racing here at iRacing is being able to do exactly what you see. Turn fast laps, fast corners, and continue to make it happen. Yeah. Good things. All good things. Speaking of Calantoni, I think Anthony got the win last week at Daytona. He did. So he's looking to try to take that Talking Giants racing machine all the way to the front. Let's check out our Chop Shop Racing fan. Michael Strickland driving the number 42. Gets into the corner. Down right behind Chad Coleman. Oracle on board the 40. I like that paint scheme, Stryker. It's a good looking paint scheme. So everybody give Stryker some love. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, sir. Some of the fastest fluff racing you're going to see. Kevin Brown working to the corner. Fuller still out front. How about a quarter second between he and Doe? Caution is out for the first time. Stony Benfield having an issue. Oh. It was Kevin Stone that went for a ride there. It was the 17 of Kevin Stone. He hard hit there. Got to go back and take a look. There was the 81 to the back bumper to the 16. So there's Brandon Garand. And watch what kind of bump drafted in this track. He just got freed up right there. At the end of the 16, and now the 17. Had no clue that was coming. And then boom. Ouchie. Boom. Brian's able to stop. He's like, I'm good. Oh, Doug Sigmund. Woo. I don't know if he got any contact out of that. There's the 67 coming down. That'll be Mark Schrader. He got some right side damage out of that. Ouch. Thank you for the clip, Budgie. What's up, Nick? I hope everybody's doing well. It's too good to be true sometimes. You know what I mean? Kevin Stone jumping on pit road, trying to get all of that. He's missing a quarter panel right there. Got to get all that fixed. Hopefully he's going to be able to get something out of it. Brian Wortman should be your lucky dog. He'll be able to get around the field. Mike Kelly sitting out of the race, doing himself some things. 46 driver in today's field. Mike Kelly looks to be out of the race, I believe. So Brian Wortman will be the guy. Joe Hudson coming to pit road, driving the old Audi Ford Mustang today. I like that. See the 10. Ron Hollyfield's on pit road as well. Doug Sigmund. Brandon Garand, of course, trying to maximize the corner of the car. He's got some damage. Most of his damage stems from right there. That's what I see. So I don't see any toe link issues right here. But, does happen. That's the first failed clip I've seen in a while. Justin Fuller's going to be your race leader. It shows Joe Hudson as the race leader, but he is not. There's some things happening on that front right there. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. I do need to make sure that I move that. I need to move that. So I'm going to do that while we have a moment here, but to go to my plugins and take it over to the right like I was before. All right. Left. Is it 2020, I can't remember. Apply. No, that's the middle. Might be 1820. I can't remember. Apply. No, it's bigger than that. Lights are going to be off with the pace car. We're going to go back to it as it would be. Justin Fuller, David Schildhouse, all ready to rock and roll. Time to full send, folks. Full send. Fuller, Schildhouse, Gonzalez, Leah, Eberhardt, and Wilson. Let's do the thing. Let's go green flag racing once again. Full send. Oh, baby. Oh, good check up there. 51 went late in the box. That's kind of crazy. Let's see. Let's see where. Let's see if we can get anything out of. Yeah, there it is. Fuller back out front. Let's see if Schildhouse can make anything happen here. Up and out. Fuller, Schildhouse trying to get to that side draft. Goes high. And that'll be the way it goes. Right now, all the justice. Drivers trying to maximize all of what they've got going on. How about Donnie Leo, Jose Gonzalez? Gonzalez down to the bottom 15. Brock Wilson trying to roll forward. Eberhardt. Cootie. How about it? Fuller. Schildhouse. Seeing something happen there. Strickland back in 21st. They are 2 and 3 wide. And right now, just ahead of Strickland. Get the old 71 there. Run looking. Gotta be patient to end the middle of the corner. Kevin Brown on the bottom. Bentley Glazer up on the high side. Nelson Rivera. Glenn Campbell. How about Glenn right behind Tyler Dalton? Dalton started A. Charles Woods. Put himself an off track there. Going for a ride in the grass. He and Wesley Donaldson both. Take a look here. He went for a big ride. They went 8 seconds. I think there was just a little bit of touch and go moment right there. Yeah, comes up as they were coming down. They zigged when they should have zagged, and both drivers able to make it through. Should be fine. We'll see how they work now. Oh no, caution is out. Glenn Campbell, Joe Hudson fine. Glenn Campbell around. Here's what happened. Oh, Bentley Glazer was on the outside. Here's the run. Stacks up. There's Joey Jattina on the inside. Joey's at 14, the red car. Right here. 14 comes down. Little bobble there. Little bobble there. Goes to the outside. Both drivers were free. And Glenn met the 36 right there. And we'll see if the car turns. Try not to turn backwards on the racetrack. Should be good to go. Yeah, he should be all right. Get a little bit of that damage worked on. Josh Parker will be your lucky dog. He spent 115 on pit road. That car's still dealing with a little bit of nose damage right about there. But hey, with the lucky dog, that means he can come to pit road and get some more taken care of. Bentley Glazer, Glenn Campbell. Oops, Striker's got to go down. 81 looking to get around. Justin Fuller, your race leader. David Schildhouse in second. Donnelly Leah is going to be in third. Stephen Miles are through 17 as we go. And a good race. So far, so good. Eberhardt to pit road. Tyler Dalton to pit road. Some drivers trying to show up, show out, show the race line. Don't want to see Jones when he came in, got a little extra damage worked on. He's coming back in, so a few drivers coming back in. Doug Roth, one of those drivers as well, in that 43. Seeing a handful of them come around. So Fuller leads them around. But a good day. Good day for racing. Kansas Speedway. Fall race coming up somewhere, should be somewhere around October, I do believe. I believe it's in the playoffs. Josh Parker got a black flag. Wonder why. Maybe too fast entering. We'll see. The fall Kansas race should be would have been the round of 12, but yeah, the chase, straight chase. Darren, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. What does the revised schedule look like? Craftsman Truck Series. There it is. It's still part of the chase, right? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, the chase. The chase starts with Darlington, Worldwide Technology Raceway, then Bristol, then Kansas, then Las Vegas, then Charlotte, then Phoenix, then Talladega, then Martinsville, then Homestead, Miami Speedway. It's going to be a crazy chase. It's a 10-race chase, so it's going to be kind of crazy. Going to enjoy it. Going to like it. It'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. All right, we're ready to go. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it here as life doth be. Give it us a lemonade. We're going to continue to do so. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel, Darren. I appreciate that very much. All right. Let's do the thing. Thank you to all of you watching out there. Regardless of where you watch it, make sure you throw the comments up there for me. Keeps the chat lively. Make sure you're kind to one another. It's the most important factor. And we'll see who's going to be able to make the tail of this one work. Justin Fuller trying to be the second multi-time winner in the Cup Series. Showdown's looking for a third. Black flag for Josh Parker once again. We're going to go over green. Shieldhouse. Stephen Miles on the outside. Miles up 5. Miles and then Exalto 24. Good racetrack for the Hendrick Motorsports camp. I know that William Byron had a better race than I thought he was going to have. Right now, looking at how the race line can work its way out. It's a great racetrack. Of course, I had no doubt that Kyle Larson was going to have a good day. Chase Elliott had a good day as well. Maybe I didn't even look to see where Bowman finished. Yeah, I got to look now. Shane finished 36th. Bush 35th. Where did Bowman finish? You know what? Bowman finished 18th, which is respectable. That is respectable. That is respectable considering. Stephen Miles trying to track down the drivers. Andrew Cootie up 16. Has been able to work that Chevrolet up forward. Fuller, Shieldhouse, Stephen Miles, Cootie, Donnie Leah side by side. Jose Gonzalez back to 6th. Holding on to the 15 to Brock Wilson behind him. Eric Arnold working. Carl Levage on the hunt. 21 John Ellis to the outside. Ellis had a great qualifying effort. Still trying to manage down to the bank straightaway. Everybody rolling. Bungie on the point with the chats. Thank you, dude. Joey Chatina working. Striker back to 19th. EJ O'Rourke on the move with John Fowler. EJ O'Rourke up 19 spots. Hard charger is going to be Dylan C. Jones. Dylan with the 09 leads to the point standings up 22. We go from the back to the front. 4,600 on the iRating. Going to try to mash the gas and move it forward. Came in on lap 17. A little bit of fuel. A little bit of making sure that the car is managed here. Fuller holding on a quarter-second lead. Shieldhouse, Stephen Miles. A mile and a half showing up. Donnie Leah working the outside lane. And the drivers have not moved up the racetrack at all. Stephen Miles trying to close in. Shieldhouse into the draft. Bottom side of the racetrack. Stephen Miles with the dirty air. Fuller doing a great job of finding his line and finding his race, his pack here. Come on. You know, sometimes I select a driver and the driver gets all discombobulated there. How about Stephen Miles on the charge now? Miles to the bottom side. Road to that second lane. It's going to have David Shieldhouse cleared here. Quarter second now. Clean air for Justin Fuller. 26 of 134 being completed. Drivers get a little free. EJ O'Rourke gonna have to reassume the race line here. Got to go back and see what happened there. EJ, I don't know if he got bumped or he got free. That was Troy Height behind him. Looked like he got free. That's what it was. Turned into the corner. Got free. Look at Striker went around 46, able to hold on. Just holding on to it. Hit the bumps right there. Had a great save for EJ. Have the 44 behind him. Fuller. Well, I have Miles side by side. Stephen Miles. Rocketing to the bottom side of the racetrack. Second lane. The challenge doth be on. Stephen Miles out front. 10th now the gap as he clears Justin Fuller. Andrew Cootie in 4th. Donnie Lee in 5th. Gonzalez in 6th. Brock Wilson in 7th. Karlovich up 5. 10 for Kogar. 38 of Chad Coleman. The car got a little bit of free. A little snappy on him there for the 80. 38 is going to drop all the way to the bottom. It's going to have a big slide here. He'll drop out of the corner. Stephen Miles, quarter second. Now the gap between Stephen Miles and Justin Fuller. Miles out front. You see the back straightaway drivers funneling out of the corner back there. A little wall tap for a couple of drivers. But we're all good. John Ellis ahead of Logan Kogar. How about Anthony Calantoni still up a spot, still trying to work forward. Joey up 5. Trying to crest his way to the top 10. There to the inside of the 38. The 09. Doing well back there, but Nelson Rivera up 8. 71 of John Fowler just behind. Kevin Brown working on his night moves. Good racing so far. Ourselves a couple of cautions. This race has a tendency to produce a couple of cautions. It's gonna happen. So far, so good. 28. Working in. Fuller trying to go back after Stephen Miles here. Fuller's going to way up the racetrack, gets into the wall. That car looking for a little clean air and the draft. Fuller able to utilize that wall there. That's very rare to see. Stephen Miles and corner exit. All the way to the bottom, all 3 drivers below the line. Got to find the exit. Got to make it happen. Andrew Cootie, 16 spots gained, the 87. Got to keep himself out of the wall, but he's going to get a little wall scrape there. Donnie Leah just behind him. Gonzalez trying to work his way back forward as well. They've separated by about 2.2 to Stephen Miles, who is your race leader. Miles to the bottom side of the racetrack. Fuller trying to close it a little bit more. David Shieldhouse on the move. 31.06 his last time by. We'll see what the drivers run this time by. All off right now. About a quarter second for the majority of the field. Shieldhouse is right at 31.22. Stephen Miles, 31.05. Well, Fuller was in and out there for a moment. Now 4/10 of a second. Steven running a natural race line. Back here, look at that. A little bit of pack racing back here. 93 to the 22. 71 on the outside. See Strickland on the inside. Up and trying to run as tight as he can all the way to the bottom. Leaves a hole for Thomas George, who's up 17 spots. Striker to the bottom. Got killed by the 13 on lap 6 by the same thing number 17 did. Oh, no. I didn't see it, Mike. I'm sorry, man. I was wondering. Hold on, now I got to go look because I didn't see your name pop up on my list. I think it might have happened. Hold on. These drivers going to do the thing. I'm gonna make sure that I'm. Right here. Here's where you were at, Mike. Somewhere around this lap is what you're saying. Right there, right there. Oh, that's. Oh no. Oh, dang it, Mike. Dang it, sir. I hate that for you. Stephen Miles out by 3/4 of a second. Fuller. Oh, no. Fuller into the grass. I don't know if he got free off the corner. Schildhouse making that pass. Hold on. I think they were out of the corner. Fuller down. Oh, he touches the grass and yeah, Schildhouse went to the outside. I thought maybe Schildy got involved there, but he did not. Fuller back to 10th. Try to work his way back forward. Dang it, Mike. Maximum effort, folks. Maximum effort. Back through the field we go. Let's see what's happening. 90 to the inside. 42. Up on the outside, sees the 93 there. And Strickland. Thomas George trying to work. Daniel Eberhardt off 11 from the start of the race. Eberhardt came in 17 seconds taking care of. I think he's got a little bit newer. He might have taken tires. So we might be seeing what the tires doing. Rich Beasley is cleared. Cody Harris got 5 seconds of damage taken care of as well. Maybe not. Daniel might have just gotten the car work done. But he is charging through the field, so, you know, it's not impossible. Chad Coleman up 8, Joey Chatino up 5. Kogard. Well, back a little bit. You see him working hard for their money. There is Nelson Rivera. Keep himself close. Schildhouse trying to close down 6/10 of a second to Stephen Miles. Stephen has done a phenomenal job of being able to manage. Maybe a little dirty air. Runs about a half a car length up on the racetrack. Down the back straightaway, Bentley Glazer coming up pit road. 41 to 134. Glazer coming in, might still have to be dealing with that right side damage. I know that when we saw him come down pit road before, that's what it is right there, as it would be. There's Schildhouse. All good things. Stephen Miles, 7/10 of a second over Schildhouse. Andrew Cootie up 17 in third. Donnie Leah marching his way back forward. He and Gonzalez doing the same thing. Try to manage. Jason up 7. Calantoni up 4. See Brock Wilson up a spot here. That 15 working his way back into it. Eric Arnold just ahead. Tony going to hold the outside lane. Yeah, little wiggle. Ain't nothing but a thing. Eberhardt, one of the fastest drivers on the racetrack right now. We're looking on board him. Right behind the 22. Running lap times that match the race leaders. And right now, Stephen Miles, David Schildhaus, 6/10 of a second. Now 7/10 of a second is, I do believe, Stephen Miles gained a little bit out of 1 or 2. Schildhaus trying to do more on the top. Budgie, thank you for the 500 biddies. You're amazing, dear. Thank you so much. You continue to allow me to afford coffee for these races. Thank you, thank you, thank you. '67 just ahead. Mark Schrader came in. About 40 seconds of damage fixed on his car. He still has a little bit of right side damage. It'll be into the corner. 6/10 as it would be. 20 try to roll on that beautiful bean footage. So you're able to almost pick for Stephen Miles. Schildhaus definitely hit that a lot. He hit the traffic a lot better than Stephen Miles is able to approach it. So we'll see what the corner exit's going to do for him. What a right front scuff on the 20 of Stephen Miles. Looks like Gonzalez is right behind Andrew Cootie. Gonzalez back to 4th where he started. A good racetrack here for the Smashburger Bro. New York Mets on board. Red Sox versus Mets. Right now. Right here. Able to hit a boom, baby. 26 to the inside. That's how it'll be for the time being. Out of the corner. Gonzalez to 3rd, up a spot. Donald Leah still trying to work as well. Now the 24 changing the race line here. He got caught pretty quick. What if he had a skedaddle issue? 1/4 second down to the gap. Stephen Miles running that second seam. High end, low out. Schildhaus with a run, trying to develop just like what you saw. Schildhaus a little wall tap there, but Stephen Miles doing a great job. But right now, being caught. 21 laps led. Schildhaus led himself 1 lap earlier. Trying to look to maximize on corner exit. Both drivers into the wall. It's a great camera view to see what these drivers are going to be able to do. Stephen Miles trying to work. Schildhaus up on the outside. Battle for the lead. Up and out. Trying to close it down again. Schildhaus looked a little free right there. He's going to close in a touch here. Right now. They don't look now. Gonzalez able to run with a little bit of clean air. Matching lap times for both of them. Schildhaus out of the gas is going to have corner exits. Going to be able to pull the draft. Stephen Miles, 3/10 of a second. Miles was about a 3/100th of a second faster last time by. And so now Schildhaus out of the corner. We'll see Stephen Miles pull on him here. So bottom side to save a little tire. Try to keep the draft and try to work into the corner. So 1 and 2. Different corner again. Second lane for Stephen Miles. Schildhaus trying to rip the wall. And when I say rip the wall, he's ripping the wall. I mean, he's about as close to larcening it as you could be. Trying to close in some of the gap here. A little bit of lap traffic coming up. Still within the draft. We'll see if Schildhaus does it again. Way out of the gas right here. Trying to close in. He X-shaped a little bit there. That's pretty crazy. Then 3/10 of a second. So Stephen Miles back into that second lane. I think Schildhaus is learning how to Run a touch lower than Stephen Miles here. Stephen Miles able to pull out a 3 and 4. Galantoni working Fuller to pit road. He's going to get himself set up. Troy Height on pit road as well. The drivers will go a lap down. 53 of 134. We've gone green to green. Right now, oh, the thing's happening. 91 to the 10 side by side. Cody Harris up on the outside. Cody getting a big old swing his way. Come on, Cody. Andrew Cootie coming to pit road. Oh, man, 3 by 3. Cody Harris in the middle of all this. Stuck in a rock and a hard spot. He is managing. Oh, no. Oh, no. Whoa, boy. Woo. Take a sigh. Take a breath. Hey. Don't see Jones on the inside. Go up to Schildhouse. He's trying to close down the lap times. I think Schildhouse may have stepped on it there a little bit. 5.5 of 134. What can the drivers do to continue to make sure they're good to go? You know, racing happens. It's a little unexciting. There's a lot more exciting racing still going on. 28 to the inside of the 93. Tyler Dalton just behind. And as it would be, time to take your hydrate breaks, folks. 56 laps complete this time by as the racing doth be on. Let's go, and I'll be right back. Hopefully nothing goes wrong in the next 180 seconds. Be right back. All right, took me a little longer than I expected. OTR, best streamer I ever saw. What's up, Penguin? Took out one stick, error 99. Thank you, sir. No comment on how you're doing. Okay, brother. See Miles to pit road. Gonzalez takes over the lead. Had to step away for a moment. Eric Arnold working. I'm going to have to just come up and black flag for Eric Arnold. Too fast entering, it looks like. Let me click on... Man. Error 99. Okay. All right. Well, then that makes some sense. I'm gonna have to have that come our way. Anthony Calantoni taking over the lead. Gonzalez on pit road. Halfway mark presents itself here for the drivers. Good to see VBR. Good to see you all out there. Much love to you all, and we'll be good to go. I hate that we got that all taken care of for you. Glenn Campbell with some right side damage. We'll have to come to pit road here. Looks like he might have a tire issue. We'll see. John Fowler with a black flag as well. Unfortunate. Gonzalez coming down. It's going to be leaving here. Wesley Donaldson. Michael Strickland on the inside. Stryker got some right side. I think he might have gotten it out of the corner. He's got a broken right front toe link here. It's going to be unfortunate. He's going to have to stay on the bottom side. EJ O'Rourke with a black flag now as well. It's a tough pit road to get around. I hate seeing it. I hate seeing it always. You just said gas money would be cheaper. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I have to fix that computer. We had John Ellis with a black flag as well. 21 coming down pit road. Thomas George coming in. Got to lock up. Stoney Benfield, same thing. That pit road has been dangerous to everybody. Gonna have to get that computer back over. We had the computer working perfectly, and then next thing you know, his computer is giving him fits today. It ran perfectly. It's what he ran yesterday. Going back to moping, other boxes still in the trunk. It'll be all right. We'll get it taken care of. It's got to be a RAM. It's got to be it's got to be what it has to be. It has to be a BIOS issue. But gonna need to do something about that. And in order to do something about that, we're gonna have to have a Doug Sigmund with a black flag. Daniel Eberhardt, Cody Harris, Bobby Wetzel, Dylan C. Jones, Tyler Dalton. Stephen Miles came to pit road on 66. 4/10 of a second lead. When I last left you guys, he had a pretty substantial lead. We'll see if he's going to save anything here. Right now, a good race. Josh Parker up 31 spots as well. He came out on 17. He sits in 13th right now. Need to maximize the effort. Eberhardt, right now your race leader. Cody Harris in second, Bobby Wessel in third, Dylan C. Jones at 42 spots. He's going to be in fourth. We're going to see if he's going to break down, coming to pit road. It's a tough pit road to get into. Got to lock it down. And no black flag for both of those drivers, so they're doing just fine. We'll get them squared away. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because he had such a good computer. It was working flawlessly yesterday. Not today. Daniel coming to pit road. Oh, no. Woo, he slid through that line. I thought he got a black flag. I thought he was going to get one. Cody Harris, now the race leader. SIM500 Cooks Landscape Group on board tonight. We want to thank Cooks Landscape Group for taking care of business as always. Continue to make sure that we are all good to go. Making life busy. Bobby Wetzel, Joe Hudson. Have to do this. All right, I sent Penguin a message. I don't normally do that. All right, let's see. Bobby Wetzel, your race leader. Cody Harris is going to be in second. Joe Hudson in third. Bobby Wetzel at 30 spots, leading some laps. Cody Harris doing what he can. Just try to hold on a little bit longer. Ron Hollyfield coming to pit road. Give it himself a lot of effort here. 77 to 134. Joe Hudson, Charles Woods, Brian Workman. You know what I kind of wish it had happened when he was here, because if it had happened while he was here, that'd have been so much easier to fix. Kevin Brown going to track everybody down. Cody Harris back to the lead. Bobby Wetzel will ride through the grass, was trying to come to pit road. Cody Harris back out front. Joe Hudson, Charles Woods, Brian Workman, Stephen Miles coming around. Miles is Shieldhouse on the inside. 79 of 134. Stephen Miles tried to rip the wall. He had great pace. But I think Shieldhouse needs to know that he's going to need the clean air crossover for the 24. He wants to be a part of that lead factor here. Miles up to the corner, up and out. Cody Harris still your race leader. Staying out for as long as he can. Not a bad day. 80 of 134. 54 laps to go. Cody Harris comes to pit road. Joe Hudson taking over the lead. Brian Workman coming around. Will find himself in a positive spin. Joe Hudson to the 23 stayed out. He came out on 18. Brian Workman came out on 18 as well. Does have Shieldhouse and Stephen Miles side by side. Stephen Miles down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Able to work the corner. See what Stephen does here. A little bit of nose underneath. Slides all the way back up. And the race line all the way to the bottom. Almost looking at 3 wide. Stephen Miles will back the corner up. Well, the 20 is going to be free here. He's going to push up the racetrack. Going to put Stephen Miles right on his back bumper on corner exit. Joe Hudson still your race leader. Last give it on 18, 83 of 134, 22. Trying to get a lap back. It's Nelson Rivera, Joe Argentina. For the height, Wesley Donaldson. And again, Shieldhouse, 15 3/4 of a second. There's Cody Harris, who came off pit road. He's going to be able to travel and move his way forward. Caution is out. Joe Hudson coming to pit road. Shieldhouse takes over the lead. Cody Harris on the lead lap. Be able to manage. That changes a few things. Joe Hudson, I believe, was trying to come to pit road. I don't know if he got rear-ended or what happened there. Here's what happened. He split the seam, trying to get onto the bottom of the racetrack. He's woed up right there. Car went around on him. Man, oh man. Shieldhouse, your race leader. If one of these drivers that are ahead of Shieldhouse right now could be ahead of the pace car. That's unique. So pace car. Yeah, we'll see these drivers coming to pit road. Everybody coming to pit road. Everybody is trying to get around the pace car. Everybody should be getting around the pace car. There's the pace car right there. There's the 41 of EJ O'Rourke. The pace car is holding every one of these drivers. EJ O'Rourke right there. Huh. Ryan Wertman leaving pit road. David Schildhouse on pit road. Gonzalez on pit road. Stephen Miles, a restart behind the 20. Ryan Wertman will be your race leader. He came in, says he came in last on 18. He's behind the 27. Got a break last minute at Kansas City. Yeah, he just didn't get down far enough. Joe Hudson, Wesley Donaldson. Wesley Donaldson back on pit road. So was Joe Hudson. Wesley Donaldson leaving pit road. Donnie Leah there. This is kind of insane that this is what we're seeing. Because the pace car is holding everybody. Ryan Wertman coming back to pit road. Hopefully he doesn't get a black flag here. Stephen Miles. David Schildhouse. All these cars are going to get released. Man. They got a long way to catch up to the pace car here. Wesley Donaldson playing catch up. Donnie Leah, Tyler Dalton. All of these drivers getting released by the pace car. It's kind of insane. Cardinals did lose 3-5. Well, that's baseball for you. (24 to the 20). Gerald Livingston, last driver on the lead lap. Brandon Guerin going to be ahead of him. Dylan C. Jones. John Fowler up here in the mix as well. It'd be the next eligible lucky dog. He and Steve Ritter are going to be duking it out. There's Steve Ritter up there. Stephen Miles gets the green flag. He goes. Oh, 41. EJ O'Rourke. Some damage there on the green flag. Is what happened. Went to go to the outside. (24) Schildhouse, Brock Wilson, Gonzalez. Solid night, solid performance for Jose Calantoni. Back up to the mix, Karlovich, Daniel Eberhardt. There's the 90. He's been able to work his way. You might want to go to the Chicago White Sox at St. Louis in September. Yeah, go for it. Busch Stadium's a great place to go to. I encourage everybody to check out Busch Stadium if your team's playing there. I do. Miles, Schildhouse, Brock Wilson, Gonzalez, Eberhardt. Andrew Cootie up 13. Going to work his way back into the mix. 46 laps to go, a long way around the racetrack. The 60 be right back on the back bumper to the 26. Gonzalez gets a bump. Gonzalez down to the bottom. Eberhardt, is going to be there. 3 wide for the corner. Gonzalez is going to go back to doing what he was doing earlier, and that's just trying to save the tire. But he is under a hornet's nest right now. Gonzalez saved a lot in the early going of this race, drove his way back up inside the top 3. So he might be the tire whisperer today. Budgie, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate you to VBR. Stephen Miles, David Schildhouse up at the outside lane. Brock Wilson in tow. Eberhardt side by side with the 60. They'll be door to door. Not a bad day for racing. Oh, man. Well, if you like racing, folks, make sure you reach up, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you're following us on Twitch. And make sure that you react, give us some chats. Make sure you're good to go. SIM500 every Monday night. Again, following the regular season cup schedule. Doing exactly what you'd expect out of the Premier Series. What we call 3 different leagues that are all Premier Series, in my opinion. So, Stephen Miles trying to hold on to the lead over David Schildhouse. Wesley Donaldson up 16. The battle for the lucky dog. John Ellis has gotten around Steve Ritter. Kogar got to work back into the mix as well. So these drivers hoping for a caution so they can get one of their wave rounds around. Cody Harris trying to work on Steve Ritter right now. As Tyler Dalton just ahead. He came in on 80, so he does have a couple of drivers he can try to track down. Donnie Leah came in on 66. 71 for Tyler Dalton. Cody Harris came in on 80. Your leaders came in on 84. So Cody Harris has an opportunity. 83 for Dylan C. Jones. He's got Doug Roth just ahead. 27 spots gained for both drivers. Those are your 2 hard chargers right now. Dylan C. Jones trying to be the mastermind of the racing line. Doug Roth came in on 67, so you're looking at 16 lap pressure tires. Dylan looking on the bottom, being patient, and picking up side by side for turn 1. Throws it into the corner. He's good. Doug Roth in tow. 13 of David Comstock behind. Thomas George at 15. How about David Comstock up 7 spots in that 13? Monster Energy Cup Series car. Love seeing that on any one of them. Daniel Eberhardt up 2. Has that 4 spot working. Karlovich up 8. Eberhardt is the driver that I was talking about earlier. He had good long-run race pace as well. Just got himself caught up in a hot mess. Stephen Miles working. 21 spots gained for Ty Bass. He has got Joey Chatine on the outside. Ty Bass there to utilize that side draft. Caution benefited quite a few drivers here to be able to come to pit road. Joey, one of those drivers, he pitted a little earlier. When that caution came out, it gave him the opportunity to be able to do what he does, and that is make that happen. Stephen Miles, David Schildhouse, Brock Wilson, Daniel Eberhardt, Jason Karlovich up 8, Andrew Cootie up 14. There's the 87 working. Gonzalez back to 8th, and I talked about this guy and what he's been able to do. But right behind him, Chad Coleman up 14. Donaldson up 17, Troy Hyde up 14. Donnie Leah still trying to work his way back forward. He does have Tyler Dalton tracking him down, 4/10 of a second the difference. David Miles to David Schildhouse, 4/10 of a second. Miles utilizing the bottom side of the racetrack. Schildhouse the outside of the racetrack. Got to run that wall. Ooh, Cal and Tony and Andrew Cootie come down the racetrack a little bit on him. 84 to the bottom. Gonzalez. Going to be maximum effort. All the way up, all the way down, and right now, trying to find a hole. Donaldson up 17, changing his race line. Nelson Rivera, second lane. This is one thing I like about this racetrack is the multi-groove racing. Second lane for the 24 out of 3 and 4. Schildhouse trying to be masterful here. To go back-to-back in the series. Got about a 10th and a half. 34 laps to go. Stephen Miles holding on to the car. Schildhouse there on the inside. Trying to develop the run. 24 and corner exit. See Stephen Miles all the way to the bottom. Breaking the draft on this racetrack. I don't think I've seen that on this racetrack. 4/10 of a second. Here comes Eberhardt. Eberhardt to 3rd. Stephen Miles ripping that third lane. Half seam, half lane. Trying to work a different race line here. Splitting the seam around this racetrack is not something I normally see. But it's exactly what Stephen Miles is doing. Schildhaus still trying to be in tow. Here comes Eberhardt, who's had the pace to compete with these drivers. Dropped back earlier in the race, and right now, see the bottom side of the racetrack be clued in. Stephen Miles has worked up to the outside right now at 4/10 of a second, being challenged right now. All the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Schildhaus trying to close in, egg shaping the corner. Stephen Miles changing the lane every time he can. The Schildhaus is drawing closer, so is Eberhardt. Bottom second lane. Schildhaus trying to close in for the corner. Stephen Miles able to pull the corner. Schildhaus not comfortable running that race line. You can see how free the car got there on corner exit. It's exactly what you see out of this style of racing. Right now, the 20. Looking ahead, Stephen Miles to Schildhaus to Eberhardt. How about Jason Karlovich to the outside? Jason on the move. Right there to the outside, trying to roll forward. Ripping the fence. 90 is going to be clear. Run for the 60 right to the inside quarter panel. Bottom side. Eberhardt throttles back up, crowds the line. Half second the gap now for Miles. But Schildhaus has been able to work. Karlovich all the way to the grass. Eberhardt to the outside. But a massive day. Massive looking day so far for all the drivers. 60 clears. Eberhardt gives him a bump. Boom. Sets up the run. Karlovich not quite a tenth. Will be able to draw dead even. He's going to pull on the 90 here. Look at that battle, folks. That battle right there for third. Drawing Brock Wilson, Anthony Calantoni, Andrew Cudi up as well. Schildhaus drawing dead even right behind. Stephen Miles, 6/10 of a second into the corner. The 90 to the bottom. Eberhardt, Jason Karlovich running faster laps than the race leader currently, has to fall off about 1 second. The 90 drawing even with a 20. 20 to the outside. 3/4 of a second last time by the fast driver on the racetrack, your race leader. And Ty Bass. Ty Bass, the fastest driver on the racetrack right now. I take that back. Eberhardt ran a 31 flat last time by. Karlovich out of the corner is going to clear the 20. 60 to the 20. 20 into the wall, just a touch there. Masterful job by all the drivers. Eberhardt has worked on working his way forward. That's exactly what you see out of all of those drivers right there. Another day, another dollar, right? That's the way I see it. Here it is. Brock Wilson, Anthony Calantoni, Andrew Cudi, 108 of 134. Calantoni up 5. Hard charger right now, Ty Bass. And what about Dylan C. Jones at 28 spots? He has worked his tuchus off. He is your points leader in the series. Still trying to make it work. The gap for the 24 to Eberhardt, 6/10 of a second, 6.5 tenths a second. Eberhardt trying to close in any more than he can get. Karlovich, same concept. Stephen Miles working. Cook's Landscape Group Cup Series, 26 laps to go to be 25 at the line. $25 laps to go. 60 trying to rip the fence down. There's a look at the draw into the corner. Watch the out of the throttle, back into the throttle to rip that outside lane. 7/10 of a second. The 90, the 60. Try to make it happen. How about Brock Wilson closing in on the 20 here? 7/10 of a second now for Stephen Miles. Has been able to manage. Karlovich in the draft of the 90 right there has really been able to make moves and being able to do what he can. This is what's crazy about this racetrack is that you see things just like this right now. Try to draw dead even on the racing surface. 60 up high. Stephen Miles wants to see these two go at it a little bit more here. 60 looking on the outside of the 9. Ooh, that was close. The 60 had to get out of the brakes there. At a mad dash right now. Ty Bass trying to close in on Chad Coleman. Eberhardt and Stephen Miles working hard for their money right now. Stephen Miles, 6/10 of a second. Seeing these two duke it out behind him in his windshield. All he has to do is just continue to look forward. Run his race, run his line. Eberhardt, Karlovich side by side. 60 as high as he can get right now. Out of the corner. Schildhouse, how about it? 60 to the inside. Stephen Miles leaning on his experience on this track. 90 and the 60 side by side. 90 is clear. There's the 67 ahead of Stephen Miles. Stephen Miles down on the very bottom of the racetrack here. 7/10 of a second. Eberhardt on corner exit. Will pull the draft in the 60, trying to stay clear. And that's one of the things we've been watching. Is what can that's dirty air right there for the 60. Corner exit for the 90. 60 all the way down. Schildhouse able to close in a little bit. Brock Wilson closing in as well. Cal and Tony doing a great job. Cootie, 13 spots. Ty Bass up 23. Chad Coleman up 13. How about Wesley Donaldson? Big mention for this driver. Up 16 spots. Jose Gonzalez has held on to 8th. He has been trying to get around Andrew Cootie. He's got a good run here. Still a top 10 night for that driver. Tyler Dalton off 9 from the start of the race. Dylan Jones up 28. Tyler Dalton still trying to work. Cody Harris still trying to work as well. As Donnie Leah, who came out on 66, has been able to hold on to this car. But Cody Harris off 1 from the start of the race. Trying to be a net positive here. Has had a heck of a day. Karlovich, Eberhardt still side by side. Little side draft special for the 60 as he slides right back up. 7/10 of a second. 60 looking to the outside. 19 laps to go to be 18 at the line. 60 trying to close in. Schildhouse trying to get that podium button flowing. Wesley Donaldson on the move. Tyler Dalton. How about Thomas George up 16. David Comstock up 8 just ahead of him. Bobby Wetzel up 10. Richard Beasley up 17. Doug Roth up 22. Stoney Benfield up 9. Joe Hudson off 4 from the start of the race. The penalty. When I say penalty, the coming to pit road issue that he had, he's worked it out. He's gotten his penalty served, and right now he's on the lead lap, and he's trying to charge his way forward. Gerald Livingston off 2 from the start of the race. Wesley Donaldson off track. Caution is out. Wesley up the race line, and that will change everything once again. Oh, Joey. Something happened with Joey there. Like Dylan C. Jones right here. No, it wasn't Dylan. Who was it? There's Tyler. There's Joey. Joey's right there. On the outside lane, that was the 22. Rivera comes up. Oh, I think Joey's coming down. The 22 is going up. They save it. And then the 91, there's the 91 right there. Wesley Donaldson just on the brakes, got hard on the brakes, and it went sideways. Cody Harris able to make it through it, and then, oh, man. A little bit of a wrinkle of a nose damage, but he is good to go. Everybody holding the brakes. He's good. He's fine. Stephen Miles, still your race leader. John Ellis will be your lucky dog. He'll be able to get back on the lead lap. A chance for him to compete for some positions. Steve Ritter might stay out. We'll see. Kogar, I don't know what he's going to do. He might do something there. We'll see. Stephen Miles, who's coming to pit road? Well, I think they're all going to come to pit road. Eberhardt was good, very much so for the short run. And 16 laps to go, you're going to have to be as good as possible here to be able to make this work and make it happen. I don't think 2 tires is the call. It's enough laps to be able to make this one as dangerous as it can be. Fourth caution of the race, Stephen Miles to pit road. The 90 right behind. Miles leads him in. Troy Height to pit road. We'll see. We might see some 2-tire takers here. Not impossible. The drivers fade into the corners. Tires go up on the 24 first. We'll see. We'll see who does what. Schildhouse, the number 1 pit box here. 43 just behind. 24 will try to lead him off pit road. Stephen Miles gets the number done. The number 1 pit box gains Schildhouse a spot there. Karlovich goes back to 4th. Brock Wilson at 5th. Dylan C. Jones, 2 tires here. He is going to try to maximize his effort. Stephen Miles on the restart will definitely be looking to try to hold on to everything he's got. Logan Kogar out there. Steve Ritter did come around, take the lucky dog. And so he will be back on I thought he was going to be back on the lead lap. Kogar back on the lead lap, actually, if he stays out. John Ellis came to pit road. He was your lucky dog. So there you go. John Ellis coming off pit road. He was your lucky dog. I was wrong about that one. Steve Ritter came to pit road with everybody else. John Fowler is going to be back here as well. Sigmund O'Rourke, Mark Schrader, all working. Brady Garand on pit road, still getting damage taken care of. Josh Parker out of the range. Striker watch it, of course, out there. I love seeing it. Stephen Miles, the man, the myth, the legend. All right, Miles, Eberhardt, Schildhouse, Karlovich. The 60 ready to go. Brock Wilson ready to go as well. How about the 24 is going to need to be masterful here. Troy Height having a hard stop back there, I do believe. Trying to get some things going. 23 on the bottom. It's about to be on like Donkey Kong. Let's do the thing, folks. If you're watching that on YouTube, I encourage you to always remember to watch in 1440p. You're going to get the best experience that you can. If your device supports it, I encourage it. SIM500, Kansas, fourth caution. Miles, Schildhouse. It's on it, on it, on it, on it. There they go. Look at that push. Stephen Miles, David Schildhouse. Miles up the race line. Schildhouse trying to turn the corner. Andrew Cooney on the outside. 3 wide over the 09. Dylan C. Jones again. Dylan has 2 tires, and he's in a rock and a hard spot. Dylan C. Jones, Cody Harris, Joey Gittino on the outside. Miles out front. 13 laps to go. Be 12 at the line. Let's go, boys and girls. Brock Wilson to third. Calatoni backing up the corner, trying to make it work. Stephen Miles to work on his short run speed as well as the long run speed. Gonzalez all the way to the bottom. Calatoni there. Chad Coleman in the mix. How about it? Can we go for a wide? Well, you can. Should you? Well, why not? Karlovich right behind the 15 of Brock Wilson. Eberhardt. Calatoni to third. Oh, no. That's a caution. I think that was Joey. That was the 3 on the inside. It was Ty Bass right here. Up and out of the corner. Joey was coming down to fade down. He thought the 3 was going to be lower, and that did not happen. Tyler Dalton got lucky. And I mean, Joey's still trying to lock it down there. He's spinning out of control. Lock the car down. Tyler Dalton. Steve Ritter had to jump to pit road. Charles Woods as well. Tyler Dalton got just crazy lucky. Because right here, you see what happens to help netcode. He went straight through that car. Straight through it. I got to look at the rear chase. Did he get any damage out of this? He locked it up quick, fast, in a hurry. See the car before? And then the car after. I mean, Tyler Dalton can count his lucky stars right there. Stephen Miles, David Schildhouse, Anthony Calatoni, Daniel Eberhardt's going to be your top three. That was sorcery. You're not wrong. That's when netcode goes your way. Outside of that, hey. All right. Cogarter pit road. I think he was your lucky dog. Yeah, that puts him back on the lead lap. He's going to get tires and fuel and a chance to try to run through the field here. 9 laps to go. So about 5 laps to go. We go back green flag racing. I take that back. 71 coming around. There it is, John Fowler. Joey trying to get as much damage taken care of as possible. Kogar leaving with tires. John Fowler coming around. He's going to get one of those laps back. Wasn't sure. I know the way NASCAR does it when it comes to Lucky Dogs and Wave Around, I think it's... let's see. There's a budget counter. There it is. She gave it. She gave it. Budget says it's time. It was time. And I agree. 24 to the 20 to the 84 to the 90. Karlovich, Chad Coleman. Will be 7 laps to go. My math was wrong when the caution came out. Came out on 124. So 3 laps are the caution laps. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. All right. Let's do the thing. 30 drivers on the lead lap. John Fowler looking for the next lucky dog. Doug Sigmund, E.J. O'Rourke, Joey Chatino on pit road. We're all ready to go. All right, boys and girls. Grab your seatbelts. Verify second gear. Let's go do it again. Yeah. We're green. Calatoni looking on the inside. He is going to clear Schildhouse. Oh, big one happening behind. They're wrecking, but they're still going straight. Wesley Donaldson involved. Brian Workman trying to work around. Caution is out. Nelson Rivera with a meatball flag. Here's what happened. Gonna back up here. That happened with Andrew Cootie right here on the 87. On the restart. Went to look on the inside of the 26. Went all the way to the bottom. And tries to force his way in. Gets into the 26. Like, that's... Man. Nelson Rivera taken out of that. That's being aggressive on the inside with a lane closing. I mean, man. All right, well, Stephen Miles, Anthony Calantoni, David Schildhouse, that'll be your top three. Thank you for the clip, Budgie. Appreciate that. Folks, you want to see our clips? Our clips are going to be on our TikTok channel. Look for Signature Esports. You can do that. I will do the deed. You have to do too. I know. That's awesome, Budgie. I thank you for doing the dang clips. I really do. Speaking of clips, let's go over. Let's put that. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go and we're gonna edit the one where netcode saveth the 19. On it real quick. We're going to feature it, and we're going to make it a big one. We're going to make it a 60-second clip. Maybe. We're going to save that. Nope. Nope. We got to edit the layout. We're going to double stack it. There we go. Apply. Save the clip. Save the clip. And now we're going to share the clip. Yep. After it's done. But first, 24, 84, the 20, the 15, the 60. Will be 3 laps to go. When we get down to it, folks. Waiting for it to finish up. Let's do the thing. All right, Stephen Miles, David Schildhouse. Stephen Miles gets another restart. Here we go. Miles out front. 3 to go. Calantoni, Brock Wilson, Schildhouse on the inside. Calantoni with a second lane run. Calantoni, Schildhouse side by side. Miles on the outside has to run the 3 fastest laps he's ever had. Calantoni up high. Schildhouse, into the corner. Runs that second lane. Crossover for the 84. 84 to the back bumper of the 20. Stephen Miles will be 2 to go. Schildhouse trying to rip the outside fence. Calantoni in tow. How about Cody Harris 3 wide on the bottom? They're wrecking back there. Caution is out. Stephen Miles will have 1 attempt at it. A green-white checkered attempt coming up. Eberhardt involved. Let's take a look. This is being aggressive into the corner. 12, middle of the lane. Gets tight. Throttles up. Gets into the 90. That is everybody fanning around. Holy cow. Stephen Miles just needs to make it to the next one. Thank you for the clip, Benji. I appreciate that, of course, and always. Refresh this one. And Now we can share it. There we go. Oh, yeah. And we're going to share it to Instagram. Oh, you can find me on Instagram, too. Just so everybody knows. Yeah. Forgot to have an Instagram. Finally reconnected it back. There you go. All right. We're going to see how this one's going to fare out and work. Good biggly wiggly fanfare. Our Charger, Thomas George up 28. Dylan C. Jones up 35. Lucky Dog that time by Doug Sigmund is coming up here. He's not coming up here. He's your Lucky Dog. Doug Sigmund getting a Lucky Dog here. Seventh caution of the race. It's been a good race. Racing up front has been phenomenal. Racing in the middle of the racetrack has been phenomenal. No matter where it's been in the field. Doug Roth up 24. Like there's drivers making moves all over the place, the best that they can. And I love seeing it. I really do. There's the 9 of Bobby Wetzel. He's right on the bottom side of the racetrack. Stephen Miles, the race leader, led the most laps today. 88. And I tell you what, I'm going to say, he's from Haunt, Louisiana, and there were some things that happened down in, and I never talk about world issues and world things like that, but I'm going to tell you this much. There was a tragedy that happened in Louisiana. My thoughts and prayers to all of the family and all the families involved. It's a shame. It's a shame. But let's hope Stephen Miles can get it done. Anthony Calantoni's going to be right behind him. David Schildhouse, Chevrolets 1 through 4. Karlovich right there in the 60, ready to go. Cody Harris ready to go. Cody Harris, David Schildhouse trying to have that top 3 night. Maybe try to get a win out of this one. Stephen Miles has been flawless on the racing surface. Able to have long-run race pace, control the race line, control the draft, control what he needed to do. I saw him breaking the draft. I saw him change his line a couple of different times to be able to try to make this work. And we'll see. We'll see if Schildhouse can get it done. We can see if Calantoni can get it done. Right now, Stephen Miles doing exactly what he needs to do. He's going to try to be dead even with Stephen here. Next flag ends the race, I believe. I think it's 1 of 1. We're green. Oh, dead even. Dead even. Oh, no. Oh, no. Miles might be out of gas. No, he's not. Yeah, he didn't have the restart he needed. Schildhouse out front. Calantoni in second. Oh, no. Stephen Miles up the race line. Can they make it happen? David Schildhouse. Challenge on the restart. Cody Harris, Calantoni. White flag waves, final lap. I don't know what happened to Stephen Miles, but he's fading here. And David Schildhouse will come around. They'll go back-to-back, 3-time winner here at Kansas. Anthony Calantoni, Cody Harris will be your top 3. Karlovich, fastest lap of the race, ran the last lap of the race. Brock Wilson in 5th. Stephen Miles on the restart. I don't know what happened there. But, man, he wouldn't even... I don't know if he was in control of the restart or what happened. I have to look. We have to go to the cockpit view here. He's in second gear. Oh, shift. It was a shift. Oh, no. A shift issue for him. Yeah, the 20's going to win. Something happened to the gear there. That's unfortunate. Car to beat ends up finishing 8th. Man. That's unfortunate for him. Unfortunate. All right, let's save this one down. Man, oh, man. Well, it happens. That's racing, folks. It happens. The big old, oh, no. Yeah. Man. Kind of devastated for him. Chillhouse led 4 laps. That included, I believe, the last lap. Calatoni second. Cody Harris third. Jason finishes in 4th. Brock Wilson at 5th. Thomas George, Chad Coleman, Stephen Miles, Tyler Dalton, Rich Beasley, your top 10. Dylan C. Jones, Donnie Leah, Ty Bass, Bobby Wetzel, Doug Roth, your top 15. Andrew Cootie, Logan Kogar, David Comstock, Joe Hudson, John Ellis, your top 20. Stoney Benfield, Troy Height, Hollyfield, Fowler, Eberhardt, Brian Wortman, Jose Gonzalez, Kevin Brown, Wesley Donaldson, Doug Sigmund through 30th, EJ Rourke, Mark Schrader, Gerald Livingston, Nelson Rivera, Joey Jatina, then Woods, Ritter, Garand, Parker, and Mr. Strickland, and then Glenn Campbell, Eric Arnold, Justin Fuller, Bentley Glazer, Kevin Stone, Mr. Mike Kelly out early as well. I hate that for him, but it doth happen. It does happen. But Shildy gets the win. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. He'll go back to back. It'll be his 3rd win of the season. But it does go to saying that sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean? But we got to talk to Anthony a couple of times this week too. It's good momentum. All right, let's bring him up. We're going to talk to him. He's going to do it. He's going to do the thing. And congratulations, Mr. David Schildhouse, on the win tonight. I know that a missed shift is what kept that going. But how about that restart?
Your restart if I was going to have a shot at this thing, because it's so hard to restart on the outside of the front row. The leader has so much control, and you're really just trying to guess when he's going to go. And Miles has been going kind of early, and I just made up my mind. I'm committing to where I think he's going. And if I get it right, I could be fighting him hard for a win. If I get it wrong, I'm getting a black flag and finishing in the back. But it's worth the risk just to try and win these things because they're so hard to win. And then I heard him bounce it off the chip and just not shift. I couldn't believe it. I just had to keep finishing my restart. I had to remember to get down and cover off the 84. And then just drive 2 really clean laps. That was absolutely insane, man. I don't know if I've won one that way before. That was pretty unique.
Very, very. I felt kind of terrible for Steven. I was like, man, he had the. I think he I mean, we had some really good racing throughout the field. Kansas produces really good racing in this next gen car and throughout NASCAR. I think it's why it's my favorite track, and living close enough to it, I'm able to be able to see races here as often as I so choose to. But I mean, it delivered tonight. I mean, different lanes, different race lines. Clean air was important. Keeping yourself offsetted from the driver ahead of you. But the draft on the straightaways was super important as well.
Yeah, the element of the air was very, very critical tonight. Clean air was great, and just how you can manipulate other people's cars with the air. I think people were learning that a little bit further back in the pack with some of those early wrecks and probably some of the later ones too. My motor just blew up. That's okay. We don't need it next week. But yeah, I think, the ability to move around the racetrack was nice. It was really dependent on what the weather was. Like earlier in the race when it was sunny, the top was working really good. And like me and Miles were just switching lanes around a lot. And that was a ton of fun. That green flag run was so fun. But then it clouded up after, I think, the Joe Hudson caution. And it clouded up and the top sort of went away. And the bottom just became very, very strong. And that lane that I was using to hunt down Miles and pass him there. It wasn't there anymore. I was burning up the right front trying to do it. So it was interesting how it changed throughout the day, which is fun. The element of surprise and variation is great. It keeps guys on their toes. This was on track to be a really good race, kind of devolved to the normal chaos there towards the end. But I feel very, very blessed to be here with my third win of the season.
Yep.
I was happy just to get like a top 5, man, because it's been a rough couple of weeks. But I'll take a win. Sure. If they're handing them out, I'll take them.
I don't think he meant to hand it out, but sometimes we, even in the sim, I tried to explain this to chat, like whenever I'm just, chilling and gaming with everybody, that malfunctions with our equipment happen just like it does in the real world, and it happens from time to time.
It does. You never want to be let down by a equipment malfunction, if you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
in any passionate moment, on or off the racetrack. So I feel for Miles, dude. I really do. He drove a great race, was winning pace, winning strategy, did everything right until the very last moment where whatever happened, whether it was on him or his technology let him down. He drove a great race, and I want to tip my cap to him because I had a great battle with him. I know Justin was having fun with him earlier, and he really did drive a great race. So you hate to see that for him, but one man's misfortunes, another man's gain, and tonight I'm the man. It's a nice bounce back after a rough couple of weeks on the short tracks. I'll tell you that. It's just crazy how much different this year has gone than 2025. There's so much more competition in this series. Eberhardt, Jones, Cody Harris, these guys are running really good every week. Miles is always a threat too, and just it's harder to win than ever. So when you win, I don't care how you do it. It feels incredible.
All right, it's like I told chat. I was telling the folks watching out there, a win's a win, and I ain't mad about it. I'm not mad about it. It's a win, and it was crazy to watch. I did go back on board and listen. It just sounded like something. When somebody misses a shift and it takes forever. This one sounded like it just took forever. So maybe something happened there. I don't know, but that's okay because a great battle to the end. I know that. Thank you for the shout out, Budgie, to Shildy. I know that there's a line, and Budgie's a huge fan of you too. So like every time you win, she's
mutual.
Yeah, she's all on it. So, but I tell you what, there's a lot that goes into these races, and there's a lot that goes into the prep. But there's also every driver out there put on a heck of a show. I mean, we watched points leader Dylan C. Jones come in and gain 35 spots on the field through sheer luck and drivability, and look at that, a restart goes your way, and you're able to come home to victory lane.
It's incredible. The points leader starting dead last in a 46 car field. I knew he'd probably get back up here unless he got destroyed on the way up. He's just too talented not to. Won the pole. That's a rarity for me. I really don't win a lot of poles. I usually blow it in qualifying. The children were astonished. I mean, just absolutely stunned silence in the chat when I pulled that lap off. But overall, just a really good race. It just one of those that certain things have to go your way. I was just happy to have a good day, but to have it end up with a win in those circumstances, I've lost plenty of races in weird ways. So I'll take some wins in some weird ways as well. And, it sets me up with great momentum going forward. Not just for the rest of the, Monday nights going forward here, but going into Wednesday at my house at Darlington for the Grand National Series. I could go 2 for 2 this week. You know that.
Yeah. Well, this is 2 in a row for this series. So that'd be crazy not to, right?
I made 2 in a row for this series.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm off. Sorry, Cody Harris won. I don't know where I was 2 in a row. Hold on. Cody Harris won last week. I'm looking at the page. I like that they update the points immediately. And I was like, wait, there it is. No, that's just this week. Sorry, folks. I'm a little early / behind. So
I'll take it. I know I spend a lot of time around race car fumes, and maybe my memory is escaping me, but I feel like I still remember when I win a race.
I'm still blaming my I call it the fog. I'm still blaming the fog on getting the chemo out of
That's
my
fair.
system. You know what I mean? So I do what I can. But you know what? It's been a hell of a season. We go to Talladega next, of course. But you gained 5 spots in the points after the points updated. This was your first poll. That was the one thing I was going to bring up, but this was your first poll of the season. Whenever I saw it happen, I was like, look at that.
It doesn't happen often. That's been the knock on me for all last season here at Sim 500 and any series, Cup, Xfinity or truck, and this year it's been much the same. I'm not a really good one lap wonder when it comes to qualifying. I really just I might do good, but I never do great. That today's lap just felt incredible. It really did. It just one of those rare ones again, kind of like the finish of this race. It all just came together for me. And I'll just remember to really savor this one because the next great heartbreak, could be right around the corner, and you just got to remember these feelings when you accomplish something really good in a incredible field of competitors like we have here at Sim 500. These guys are hard to beat, man. A lot of winning talent in this deal, and to come out on top is a great feeling. Really is.
Yeah, that pole position is everything you could ask for. I think for what we're dealing with and what we're having, I like it. So, but nonetheless, Mr. Sir, a good day and a good time, and yeah, next week could be the week that misfortune happens. So you gotta, it's Talladega. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Hopefully, the draft package is going to be really good for this week, and I'm going to get in and do some testing myself because I want to know what these cars are going to be handling like. Because I don't like running super speedway weeks in officials, but I'm gonna because I gotta know.
Well, I won't know until next Monday unless I see people talking about it or anything like that. I usually come into these things with no practice because I don't really do any officials or anything outside of doing Mondays and Wednesdays here at Sim 500. But we'll go out there, we'll figure it out. Be aggressive. That usually works out pretty well. Try to survive the chaos, keep the car in one piece, and be around for that final restart. And we'll see if we can go back to back then. But man, I'm glad to bring it home here at Kansas. This is a win I won't soon forget.
I like it because my favorite track. All right, brother. Give you shout outs. Thank you, of course, and congratulations on maximizing the night and 0 incident points. Even better.
Wow. Just everything you could look for tonight. A big thank you, of course, Splash Go Graphics for the beautiful paint scheme, man. That's win number 3 for this one. It's not the most popular paint scheme I've ever run, but I do sure like it, and she's a winner, so I ain't going to say nothing else about that. Big thanks to all the fine folks at twitch.tv/Schildhouse. The children tuning in tonight to get themselves a big win. Big thanks to Cook's Landscape Group for supporting the series. Of course, couldn't do it without their support here in the Cup Series. And to you, Jason, Signature Esports Network, for the ongoing coverage of everything that we do here. I look forward to going back and listening to that final restart. I'm sure you brought it to life, as you always do. Look forward to hearing that. Big shout out to Budgie Bird. Appreciate you. She used to not like me because she was a Mark fan. And I'm glad to see that she's come over and she's part of the children now. That makes me happy.
Well, she likes you both. She likes Jorg's like his tenacity and his vibrations and just everything he does. It's so over the top. And she likes you as the driver, the creator, the guy. You're a familiar smile that everybody enjoys.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. As a quick aside, speaking of smile, the girlfriend and I went to a wedding on Saturday, and at this wedding, they had an artist who did caricatures. And we sat down, and this artist did caricature of us, and it was great. I mean, he captured so many incredible elements of her, of me. But my girlfriend was very excited about how he captured in her words, my kind eyes and my smirk, or my smile. Because those are some, I guess, my trademark qualities. So it's funny that you say that. I appreciate that, man. I'm always trying to smile, trying to have fun here doing this stuff. Gotta love it to do it, and you gotta be passionate. I try to bring that every time I sit down.
Yeah, if you don't, then why do it? That's the way I see it. That's why I do it as well. All right, Shildy, much love, brother. I appreciate you as always. Good luck in all the races this week as well. And, Dag is going to be busy for you.
Yes, sir. We'll see you on Wednesday at Darlington, a.k.a. my house.
I like it. That is the man behind the scenes. He's going to try to go out there and do something that Fuller doesn't want him to do, and that's win. I should have let him. But not in the least, we talked to this guy the other day. How about Mr. Anthony? How about talking Giants doing the thing again? Look at that.
What a great way to start off draft week, right? I guess.
Yeah. How about that week? That's 2 times this week I've gotten to talk to you. How about them apples?
I think that's a good trend to have.
I like it. I like it. I know we were talking last time we spoke about, the off weeks and, having to do some things and getting into racing. And I was like, this is a good trend. And boy, I like being right. I really do.
And
Uh,
I like finishing top 3, just, I get to talk to you and the points are good, but finishing first is a little bit better sometimes.
yeah, I mean, you were close. Steven had that, and you restarted third. Steven had that mischief issue, and it kind of stacked it up a little bit for you. I think if you start at the outside, you have a better shot at David.
I didn't even know where David was. I saw, we got rolling, and then I just seen Steven stop,
Mhm.
and I didn't know what was happening. I figured it was something with the shift, and because that's exactly where you go from second to third. And I didn't even think, I just turned left,
Yeah.
and the hole was there, and then all of a sudden David comes right across my nose, and I just kept my, I had to burp it so it didn't push going into the corner. But I think if I would have just stayed in it a little bit longer, I think I would have been able to scoot him up the racetrack a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, David, I'm not mad that David won. I was actually I thought Steven ran out of gas for a moment. Then when I went back after the finish of the race, went back and listened in on the car and heard how long it took for because he was on the chip limiter for across the start finish line before that car decided it wanted to be um shift into gear and I felt so bad for him, but then at the same time I was like, you know what, this was a good finish too because you guys kept it pretty well clean all the way around for those for that green white checkered.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunate that it got that run got squashed.
Yeah,
That was great making them pit stops, seeing all the different strategy. And then we got a nice little run the second time, and then all hell breaks loose, and you know it
become,
it
it
is what
become
it is.
it becomes NASCAR. Yeah, well, no, we get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, but
Um,
you were marching through the field yourself, so there was a lot of kind of finding your way, right? I think you gained 9 spots, but you were mid 20s, and then bouncing around and just get everything kind of got all jumbled up, and but you fantastic job. I mean, like everything you should be proud of every accomplishment you had because boy howdy did you make it through it.
oh, I even said to my teammates, because they were all struggling tonight. I'm just like this. I'm like, this car feels like amazing to me, and they all know that I'm a big fan of tighter driving race cars, which this thing was, pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't fall any less than, I think, 12th, and then I just took it easy in the beginning, and then we had that first or one or two early cautions, and then that run, and I just kind of just stuck it on the bottom for most of that run, and just started picking them off one by one. When I saw the run, I was getting off from the bottom compared to the guys on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm like I feel good down here. I couldn't. It's hard to explain like how good it felt, and then just marching up through there, and you know everything else happened.
The whole field ran their best lap on the last lap. I'm looking at this going.
I don't even know what it was. I only know what I ran.
You ran a 29.77, which was 2/100ths of a second a lap faster than David. I know you were almost 2/10. He just got, or I'm sorry, 2/100ths. He just got clear of you a little bit, but 2/10 of a second, almost 2/10 of a second there at the end of it, as you guys were trying to duke it out and settle it. But I tell you what, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, because you guys were running like 30.1s for the majority of the race. Fall off was about a second and a quarter for the majority of and next thing I know, last lap of the race, everybody's floored. So it would have stuck. I think if you would have stayed in the gas a little longer, it'd have stuck.
Only only God would know that one.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Man, phenomenal race. And you're going to miss Talladega, or are you going to be here for Talladega for the Cup Series?
Oh no, I should be. I'm full time in the Cup Series.
Good. And just on the Wednesday nights.
I make sure I'm here.
Yeah.
I always make sure. I have meetings twice a month on Mondays, but we're usually done before this by 8 o'clock my time. So
Good.
I'm usually home.
Good. Good. Because that means chance for you to have another top three. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think since the first one this year in the Cup Series.
But that's
So
okay.
we've had great runs the whole year. You know, the last couple weeks, last like 3-4 weeks, got caught up in a lot of crap. But I missed Darlington because it was a big budget meeting and I couldn't leave early. But that's all right. Darlington's not my favorite track anyway.
Yeah.
But we're going to start trying to rack up the finishes here. Climb up the points again.
Yeah. Hey, you just gained 5 spots. That's pretty big.
I want the points lead again, like I had, on the second or third race of the year.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what we want. We want to see it. This was your first top 5 of the season, but you have 5 top 10s in the first 9 races. Consistency rules the roost. It does. That's what I'm seeing. I like it. I like seeing it, and I like seeing you up here because we get to have a talk and we get to say hi and we get to, it's you're only like 18-hour drive away from me. All right, bro. Well,
yeah, that's only a hop.
Yeah. Well, we haven't had the skip of the jump, Yeah, it'd be fun. Well, I guess it just depends on where I drive and how I drive to get there. But it'd be cool. Nonetheless, one of these days I'm gonna be in everybody's neck of the woods. Everybody will get the chance to be me. I was talking to a few folks just the other day about because in September I'm going to be up in up near Chicago at the Sim Expo that's up there. But I've got TwitchCon at LA, and there's a few other things I want to try to accomplish this year. CitizenCon is one of those as well. So like there's places that I'm actually going to be this year since we got cancer free and I can do the things that I want to do, and if I don't do them, then I'm going to be like, why didn't I do it? I don't have any regrets doing this. Because that's what I guess it being able to meet people. So yeah,
I hear you. No, that's great. That was, by the way, when I heard that when you were cancer free, that was one of the greatest things. Even though we never met, we talk to each other all the time. On here, we're talking through a headset, and mostly everyone on here if something would happen, everyone would hope for the best. And I was so happy to hear that you kicked it and you beat it, and that was one of the best things I ever heard.
So it's the thing that I want to always try to strive for is to do something to always now I'm like, all right, now I've dodged a pretty big bullet, so now I'm gonna do more. So and that's why I want to do more. I want to be not the best. I don't care about being the best content creator. I care about being the best philanthropist for causes and for these communities that you guys you guys are part of. SIM500 is its own community. Chop Shop Racing, Amp Racing, all these leagues, iRacing as a community as a whole, NASCAR, the NASCAR community, the sim experience. There's so much more that I want to do, and I'm glad that you guys get to be a part of it, and I think that's what's huge.
Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be a part of it for you.
Now you get to talk to some important fellas too, because now you got to win. Now you got a podium in one of the toughest Cup Series that is on the market, and P2 tonight's not a bad spot.
Now we're going to fight for one more in hopefully this year.
I like it. You're gonna do it. Keep doing it. No, there's nothing stopping you, but other drivers, I guess. No, it's a tough. And Schildhouse said it best. It's a tough field. It's tough to get a win, but next week is a good track for a lot of drivers to be able to get themselves up here and try to find a win.
Yeah, I think that's a big. That's just I don't know. I got a better chance of playing the lottery, I think, for a win. But
Well, if you win $5, there's a chance that you might actually win the race. So, hey, you know what? Speaking of lottery, $50 to win next week. So, yeah,
oh,
so it might actually be a little bit more aggressive than I'm thinking. So just take your time. So never scratch what I'm saying. There's 50 to win next week. All right, Anthony, always a pleasure, sir. Congratulations on a P2 tonight. I will let you give you shout outs. Fantastic day.
all right. Well, we're going to have. I got to thank Talking Giants and John Boy Media for being on the car, being the main sponsor of this ride. Make sure you check out Talking Giants this week. They're going to do all of the draft and analysts after all the picks each time. It's going to be their draft shows are none better than anyone. So make sure you tune in on YouTube. I guess it's called X now. I still call it Twitter. All the podcast platforms, and you make sure you give them a like or follow and subscribe. We got to thank the Rebuilding Warriors program, the Elks organization, WBD Diecast, Cook's Landscaping Group for the sponsorship of the series. That's the first time I had to say it this year, so I'm glad I didn't forget it since I am a landscaper myself. Couldn't do it without them and all the sponsors at SIM500 and you for the broadcast. I can't wait to go back and watch them last 3 laps.
Yeah, those last 3 laps, I was really worried that that he ran out of gas, and I was like, oh no, I think he ran out of gas. He was slow enough that I was like, oh no, he's running out of gas, and everybody's going around him. He's going to drop like a rock. That made it interesting. That's for darn sure. And you guys put on a hell of a show, so I'm super happy about it. Congratulations. Okay. Everybody, John Boy Media. Okay. I know we talk about sports podcasts and we talk about all kinds of sports. Of course, my Cardinals losing today, which was upsetting, but it's okay. The rookie team is actually doing better than I thought they were doing. Anyway, got to get out there and have some fun and watch it. So yeah, go check them out. Anthony, a pleasure, sir. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Hopefully be talking to you next Monday.
I like it. That's optimism, and you are due for a win. Another one. You are due for another one. But a podium or a top 5 next week would be huge.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anthony, we'll see you soon. That's P2 tonight for Mr. Anthony Calantoni. Fantastic. I'd love get to talk to him. He's an amazing human being. And, of course, the next amazing human being we get to talk to, Cody Harris, coming on P3 tonight. I tell you what, you shake and bake in different ways, and that's exactly what we saw. We saw the when you hit the wall early in the race, and everybody's going around you, the frustration, and then just like everything went right toward the end, and then like there was an emotional roller coaster for you today, and P3 tonight. What a hell of a rebound, man! Look at that.
Yeah, didn't qualify very good, and then I forget, someone got loose in front of me and I bumped into him and it bent the nose on the car a little bit. So I pitted on the first caution and just kind of got back there. And then once I was back there, we kept having a couple cautions. So then I just put in enough fuel so that I could make it on one more stop. So that's when I was out there for a long time, leading or up towards the front. And then I had a little more fuel. I wish I just stayed out even longer. Someone was going to bring out the caution, but came to pit road. That kind of set me back a little bit because the way iRacing did the timing, I was 27th, but like I was behind a whole bunch of other lap cars and stuff, so it took a long time to work my way back up through there a little bit. Then this was kind of I thought I was going to finish somewhere between 15th and 20th. It was just kind of hard to pass. Everyone's about to the same speed with the way the arrow is, and then missed that one wreck just barely, and then got in the right lanes, I guess, on the restarts, and somehow ended up third.
Ain't bad about it. Ain't bad. I would be mad about it. When I was talking to Shieldhouse, I was like, man, that missed shift did you some justice. He was going to run up tight anyway. I thought it was going to be a great finish there at the end, and you were able to restart back on the outside. When you saw that happen, were you like, all right, I got to pounce right now?
Yeah. Then I saw the 84 go inside of the 24, but then on the restart, that second lane just doesn't it's just a distance thing. You just kind of don't. That first corner, the outside seems like it's good about any other lap, but that first corner. So I knew was going to try and keep the 84 behind me, but just kind of the way the lanes played out, it didn't quite work out. But yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And I get to see your smiling face every week. You and Shildy are like my consistent driver cams now. I like seeing it. It's fantastic, and I always appreciate it. I know that, when I was looking at the points, you were having a great season. I mean, when it comes to the first 9 races of the season, you're third in the point standing. Well, actually, now you're third in the point standings. You were 6th in the point standings coming to today's race. You're there. You've got a win. I think you've got the most poles. Yeah, you do 3 poles on the season. And look at that, 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s. Like, you're starting to you're dressing to impress out here.
Yeah, finally just staying out of trouble and not getting caught in other people's mess, I guess. I felt like I've had good speed every week. It'd be nice to have the points from Martinsville when I got cleaned out of the lead. That'd make it pretty close to the top, but still a lot of racing left. So hopefully we can just stay on this trajectory. It was nice to get a couple of good finishes in a row.
17 more regular season races before we start the chase. And anything can happen. I was talking to the other guys about Talladega next week. I told Shildy I was going to do some testing because I want to know what this car is going to be doing on the draft package, because that right there is what I'm most afraid of for you guys, because we want to see it's Talladega. We want to see 3 wide. We want to see you guys be able to duke it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like it has been in the past. I don't know that 3 wide will work out if we're wide open, but it's kind of how it is in real life too, which is a little unfortunate, but I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, I want to see 3 wide racing, but I want to see 3 wide racing with drivers being able to like bump the line forward. You know what I mean?
Right. Not just where you get locked side by side.
No,
That can be so frustrating because you just sit there and can't do much sometimes.
Yeah. No, that's what I don't like about NASCAR and the Cup Series. The Truck Series is my favorite Talladega race to watch, because they flat bump and they flat get to it and they flat get with it. When they get free, they get free. That's it. It's crazy to watch, and it's great to see. But I will say that the O'Reilly series is good about side drop, but it feels like that they're starting to be more bottom feeding and saving as well. I don't know. Lisa, I'm glad you guys don't run stages. I guess that's the best point to make.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be interesting with strategy, I think. You can make up a lot of time there if you get a group of guys together and do the right thing.
Well, hopefully you do. Hopefully you made some friends. And you can get out there. And
I guess got a few maybe.
Get a few out there and say, hey, you know what? We got to go to the front. Let's go to the front. Try to make something happen. Green flag pit stops are going to be huge if you guys run, and this series is known for running really well at super speedways. SIM500 as a whole, it's like super speedways was bred. This series was bred to run super speedways, and I like seeing it because next week is going to be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, brother, you're tired. You're yawning. We're not going to let you do it. give your shout outs, brother. You get a P3 tonight, and you're third in the point standings.
Yeah, thank you guys for putting this on, and thanks to my friends that film the watch every week.
All right, brother. Be good. We'll see you soon. Good luck in the rest of your races.
Yep. Sounds good. Thank you. See ya.
You too. It's Cody Harris coming home in P3 tonight. A phenomenal race by he. Schildhaus gets the win. Leads 4 laps. 2 of them just have to be the last 2 laps. And he does a pretty bang-up job. I ain't mad about it. Shildy getting his 3rd win. It's pretty crazy. Pretty cool. I like seeing it. I like seeing everybody do the thing. I like seeing everybody knock it down and make it happen. Because, well, let's face it. I think Steven and maybe even Fuller, they had some really... Steven had a good car. He had a good long-run car. It was fun. It was fun. Thank you to Cook Landscape Group. Thank you, of course, to Cook's Landscape Group. Let me speak on that one. correctly and enunciate my S's. Look at a SIM500, and of course, it always want to thank all the folks out there that have continued to watch. Thank you to each and every one of you for watching tonight. This was a good race, and this is exactly the style of racing you want to see when it comes to Kansas. You know, I love seeing it. So and we appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody being out there. Let's raid you out to Spicy. Spicy's having a good race, or he's going to be racing. He's going to be doing something. So, you know, make sure that you get out there and do your thing with them. As always, folks, be good, be safe, be kind of one another. Thank you to Budgie. Thank you to, of course, Regular Roleplay AI Chief, and, of course, all the fine folks out there that help us out, Signature Roleplay. And of course, and always want to make sure that we thank Amp Racing League for being a part of what we do. We'll see you soon, folks. Make sure that you go and enjoy yourself. Be good. Peace out.